I see that our timekeeper, Laura, was a late replacement for James Barnett. But what a talented replacement. I mean, we've got such a stellar group of functionaries this evening. It was unfortunate that she did have an attack of hiccups during each report. And I'm sure she was relieved as we were when she came out with a big belch during the Timekeeper evaluation report. However, I do feel, Laura, there was too much information when you said, "Oh, that's better. Better out than in," as the actress said to the bishop. Deborah, of course, is an entrepreneur and warm-hearted, and clearly the entrepreneurial training that she's getting is making her more competitive, which is good. But I did sense an aggressive streak tonight. I'm not sure whether it was getting involved in the Halloween theme, or whether perhaps there are some undercurrents that she may have to manage. Because when she introduced the table topics, the prepared speeches, and the evaluations, she became somewhat competitive and aggressive, especially when she said, "I want to see blood on the floor." Jessie, of course, is a wonderful feminist, and I really do like the diversity that's bringing into our club, and I love the way that she brings in quotes from her feminist heroes, like, of course, that wonderful feminist hero, Mae West. And I thought it was a wonderful way to start up our evening by saying, "It's not the man in your life, but the life in your man." Just.
But some of you, I've noticed, had some things that needed to be improved on. And so I put you on the most wanted list over here. So, Nigel, I'd like to say that when you say you all, it's actually y'all. And when you're talking about plural, it's all y'all, not just y'all. So just remember that when you speak next time. And so when and then also I heard Jessie, when you spoke at the beginning of the meeting and congratulated all the people, you said you all did very well, but it's actually you did good. James Marshall, when you're telling the story, try to warming us up during your evaluation. You know, try to use something a bit more original than on a dark, stormy night for the evening, the story. So just be sure to be more original in your language. And lastly, Alex Hancock. Watch your language, darling. Don't tell the guests that we're going to go suck their blood if they join us in Cardinals. You're supposed to be inviting and not go and scratch their eyes out with those claws I see behind there. Well, that just about rounds up for tonight, and I want to thank all of you for your superb and spooky language tonight. Thank you very much.
Welcome up our spooky grammarian of the evening, Monica Chong. Now our next speaker is our grammarian. She's been listening out for unusual words and phrases. And one of the things that she said to me about what's best done inside out and back to front is eating an Oreo cookie. You start with the inside and you work your way out. Very spooky.
Oh, y'all don't mind if I have my Guinness over here. I was scared than a cat in a doghouse. Let me tell you what. Looking at the likes of y'all. Anyway, back to business. Julie Cutts evaluated Nigel in 2.5 minutes. She's a real pro. Simon O'Mani, talking slow as always, was over 3 minutes. Oh my God, watch yourself, Simon. Alex Hood, gotta stop horsing around, buddy. He was all the way up to like 3 minutes, and I don't know, I lost track. It's always better going out than in. Last but not least, Miss Trang Lee, who is exactly on time at 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Our timekeeper, who's gradually been getting worse for wear throughout the evening, and her timings become more and more erratic as we go. She started so well, she was spot on, she was sharp, hooting her horn, but as it's gone on, it's just absolutely fallen to pieces. To the point that she fell off her chair at one moment. Anyway, let's hope she can manage to do this timekeeper's report. Okay.
You may all be wondering about my costume for tonight. It's also my costume for the Toastmasters conference that is happening in Glasgow in just under 2 weeks. And on the first evening, they have a dress-up dinner, and this conference's theme is circus. So I have dressed up as your circus master for the evening. So I've kind of lost my place now. We've had a great break. Let's get the energy up. And thank you all so much for keeping to the time and getting back here promptly.
They just kept on telling us when the last time was that they wanted to get naked in public. So, yes, our first guest, can you tell us about that?
Let's go straight into our table topic evaluation. First up, Danny Callahan. Danny Callahan. I just think it was a great topic, and Danny has such stage presence. And I think particularly he should move with purpose, out of this hotel and join another club. Because frankly, language like that is unacceptable, and on any other night there would have been ladies present. That was so offensive on so many levels, wasn't it? Little recommendation, okay? I think there's eye contact and there's stalking. You're more on the stalking side, and as that High Court judge said, stop it. Okay? Next up, it's Gino Cochris. Gino Cochris coming up here with his paso-doble attitude tonight, isn't he? Just because all the women in this club fancy him. He sort of rocks up here, and I just don't think anyone should thrust themselves during any kind of speech. I just think you shouldn't thrust, okay? And you look like something out of Dos Chippendales, okay? So recommendation for you is be more English. Grow a rose garden and bore your wife. Okay? That's what I would. Jennifer Zhu. Now, you have 1 minute for a table topic. 1 minute. And yet you chose 8 minutes. I think the first 4 generations of your family, fascinating. Fascinating. The next 4 sort of slightly went on a bit. Brevity, Miss Zhu, brevity. I think you should learn some brevity. I thought the committee had an agreement with Jenny that she wouldn't drink a pint of gin before coming in. I thought the bar staff agreed to that. I thought everything was. We have Jacob Palofsky, funny and clever, and doesn't he know it?
My name's Andrew Sharks, and I am the Corporate Challenge College of Public Speaking. I'm available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, anything that pays. It's very rare to see an entire table topic given in absolute gibberish. For the whole 2 minutes, she was inventing words, every single word. I didn't know what she was talking about.
In it, blip, rub, in it. Calm down, it's boss that, dead boss.